COVID has not suddenly disappeared, but it is clear from the recoveries, from the vaccinations, from the reduced hospitalizations, and from the safe practices that Texans are using, that state mandates are no longer needed.
We've identified the truth in there, and that is that COVID has not disappeared in Texas. There were indeed another 6,000 new cases reported there just today that we know of. According to the New York Times, the state's been averaging over 200 reported deaths a day over the past week. Yet, like the red state of Mississippi, Texas is rolling back its COVID restrictions despite fears that they may be staring at a fourth wave. No mask, no problem. Remaining with us tonight, David Plouffe and Tim Miller. And Tim, I want to read this to you from a potential gubernatorial candidate in Texas, Mr. O'Rourke. He calls today's announcement a death warrant for Texans. Add them to the 44,000 plus he killed as he failed to confront the pandemic, botched the vaccine rollout, and those who froze to death because he cares more about energy companies' profits than keeping Texans alive. Abbott is killing the people of Texas. Let's put Beto O'Rourke down as unambiguous. But Tim, this fits into this is Abbott and DeSantis and Noem using that weird up is down, down is up, reverse 4 years ago psychology of bragging on what they haven't done to protect their people.
Yeah, look, what Greg Abbott did today was deeply misguided, and it's all for show, and it's all for the politics. Brian, I think you gave the two key names there of DeSantis and Noem. He looked at what happened at CPAC last weekend and saw that the stars of the show were the two people that were the most unwilling to deal with the reality of COVID, the most willing to give people fanciful happy talk about the election being stolen and about COVID not being a big deal. That was DeSantis and Noem. They are the two, people who I think are on Trump's heels if Trump decides to step away or if the legal bug catches him. I will give this one caution to Democrats, though. I don't think that the Democrats right now can let the Republicans be the party of saying we're going to open up the economy, because as David said, Joe Biden announced today that the vaccines are coming and that we're going to have them by May, which is way ahead of schedule. And I get a little bit worried when everything I hear about from the Democrats is always chicken little about what's happening when we've got all this great news coming. So yes, Greg Abbott is an idiot. But at the same time, I think that the Democrats need to be mindful of how their messaging on this sometimes looks.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.